Sometimes you'll find a mark in the sole like this, and it'll be nothing major. And other times, it'll be quite serious. Today's case, it's the latter. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy. The mark in the sole is right here, but the problem? That's going to be up here. We've got bubbles. You know what that means. Now you may wonder why I take such a large area away around these marks. Two reasons. Number one, if it is a small area of separation, I still want to have relief from any pressure being applied to that area when I'm done. And if it's a large area, I'm going to want to thin that down so that I can make that horn removal around that lesion that much easier. We'll swing around here and give you a little side profile, give you a better idea of the depth that we're working with here, how much sole and how far in we have to go to get to that lesion. Zooming in on that mark in the sole, you can see the area of separation around it, that darker shading. That gives me at least a minimal guide to know what I'm going to need to remove, but it's likely going to be a lot more than that. Notice on the right hand of the screen there, we've got another cow poking her head in to see what her herd mate is up to. As you start in on these lesions, you're never really sure how much separation there is, so you have to work slowly. That shading gives me a general idea, but it never actually shows the full extent of what's there. So you kind of pare away slowly with what you can. Here you can see we're just starting to get that lesion exposed. It's going to be up higher from where we're at even now, so we've got to continue to go until we've got that lesion completely free of loose horn. Give you a closer view here and get a better view, kind of like I do in real time. You can see we've still got loose horn along these edges. This area here I need to remove, and we still don't have that lesion fully exposed yet, so I got to continue to work my way up. You can see here we're nearing the top of that lesion. Few more knife strokes here and we're going to have this lesion fully exposed. You'll notice here I've got good sole depth at both above and below the lesion. Why do I do that? Why not lower this whole area down? The reason I don't do that is because when this block does eventually come off, this foot will be easier to balance that way. Those heels are going to be closer to the same depth, and in that way I can just remove what I need to make them balance up. If I were to lower this way down, then it would take time for this claw to gain that heel depth to get this foot to balance once again. We'll get this area sprayed down, and then we'll zoom in and give you another close-up here. Here you can see we've got that lesion now fully exposed. That's actually new horn growth above and below that lesion, so that'll firm up nicely. This one should have no problem healing. Now all we've got left to do, thoroughly clean it one more time, a salicylic acid wrap, and she is done.